Hello, welcome. I am Sakshi, and in this video, I'll be sharing a restorative practice for period pain to help you find relief from cramps, um, constipation, indigestion, bloating, anxiety, swollen limbs, pain down the legs, ankles, all of those little and big discomforts and pains and aches that come visit us every month for our period. You can do this practice wherever you feel comfortable, maybe in your bed, on the sofa, maybe down on the mat, wherever you feel comfortable, and feel free to gather things and create an environment that feels soothing to you. Maybe use your essential oils if you like them, maybe light up some candles or some fairy twinkly lights, or actually if you're like me, maybe just get your heat bag as well, and we'll use that during the practice. Gather your pillows, your cushions, and we will get started. We're going to begin in a child pose. Sit back on your heels, feet together, knees chest width apart. We're going to use a couple of pillows, set them in front of you, close towards your hip. Walk your hands forward, rest your upper body over the pillows, and then extend your arms forward. Make sure your hips are settled back on the feet and your upper body, your chest is softening towards the pillows, towards the floor. You can turn your face towards one side, just to make it a bit easier for you to breathe. And from there, start tuning in to your breath. Breathing into the back body, feeling the expansion in the space between your shoulder blades, the back of your ribs, your lower back, down to your pelvis, and softening with your out breath. Letting each breath be full, letting each breath help you sink further and further towards your prop, towards your ground. If you had your head turned towards one side, it is time to turn it over to the other side for the next minute. Let your belly be completely soft. Let there be space so you can breathe into that space. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the hands beside the chest and use them to lift ourselves up into a sitting position out of your child pose. We're going to transition to tabletop, hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips for a few cat and cow. Let's begin. Inhale, arch your back in, tailbone lifting up, heart lifting up, look up. Exhale, round your spine up towards the ceiling, look towards your navel. Inhale, arch in, belly moving towards the floor, chest up to the ceiling. Exhale, round up, push everything away from the floor, up, up, up. Inhale, arch your back in. Exhale, round up, coordinating your movement with your breath. Inhaling, arch in, breathing into the belly. Exhaling, round up. Good, a couple more. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. From there, we'll move into a seated posture, cross-leg position or Vajrasana, sitting back on your heels, whichever you find comfortable, for a few side bends. Once you're seated, put your right hand on the floor away from your body. Lift your left arm up. Inhale, bend towards your right side. Exhale, come back up and switch your arms. Left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, bend towards your left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, bending to the right, reach over with your fingers. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, bend towards your left. Feel the extension in the right side of your body. Breathe into that. Exhaling, come back up. Inhale, bend towards your right. This time we're going to stay here into this extension for a few breaths. Keep breathing. Make sure both your buttocks are settled over the floor. You're not completely tilting over one side. Come back up. Switching the sides, put your left hand down and inhaling, bend towards your left side. Reach over with the fingers, keep the chest open. Breathe into the right side of the body, down towards your pelvis. Letting yourself connect to that expansion in your body, in your breath. Come back up, release your hands. Beautiful. From here, we'll move into a reclined butterfly. Take 2 or 3 pillows, put them lengthwise so they support the length of your spine. Keep a couple of cushions with you as well. We might use that to support the knees and thighs in the butterfly. Now sit in front of your pillows with your back towards the pillows. Maybe a hand or a fist width space between the pillows and your hips. Join the soles of your feet together, knees opening apart in a butterfly. Start leaning back, lengthen your tailbone a tiny bit and let your spine, let your back rest on the pillows. It is important that your upper back and your head are supported by the pillows. See if you want to add the cushions under your thighs or your knees. Let yourself be very comfortable in the posture. If 3 pillows or 2 pillows feels like a lot, you can just do it with 1 pillow. And then open your arms out to the sides in a W. And start softening your body completely towards the floor and into the pillows. Let your toes relax, the soles of your feet relax, your knees, your inner thighs, your buttocks, your groin. Let your belly be free, soft, moving with your breath. As you breathe in, your belly expands. As you breathe out, your belly sinks back towards your spine. As you breathe in, your belly rises. As you breathe out, your belly softens and falls. In our everyday life, we become so used to these ideas of flat belly, abs, and all of that, that we try to keep the belly sucked in even during the periods. Just let it be. Let yourself breathe into that space. Being compassionate towards our body and acknowledging all the work it's doing right now. We do not need to shrink or change. We can simply breathe. here for a few more breaths. Beautiful. Let's use the hands to lift the knees back up. Remove your cushions if you're using them. Roll over to your side and come and sit up. We'll transition to the next movement, next asana called Ardha Supta Veerasana. Keep the pillows as they are. Extend your legs forward. Then bend your left leg, your foot outside your hip. Your knees are beside each other. Your right leg is straight. If it feels too intense in the knee or the ankle, feel free to sit on a block, a book, a cushion, something that can lift your hip. Then we are going to start leaning back. Lift your hips slightly, lengthen your tailbone, pubic bone coming towards the belly. Rest your hip down and again, and rest on your pillows. Notice if it feels comfortable or not. Maybe you need another pillow, maybe you need more height under your hips. Then extend your arms overhead. An option here, a substitute for this posture, would be a low lunge pose, Anjanasana. Whichever posture you choose, let your hips soften down, release down towards the floor. Feel the expansion in the belly, ribs, chest, shoulder space. And breathe into your belly, down towards your hips. Feeling that lengthening of your hip flexors, of your psoas, of all the muscles around your belly area. And keep breathing. It can feel really intense in the ankle especially, but when you move out of this posture, it feels so good for the ankles. So if there is no pain or a lot of discomfort, stay with that. From here, we'll start moving out of the posture. Turn towards your right side. Use your hands to roll over and come up into a sitting position. Extend your left leg straight forward. Shake the knee out a bit, just in case it's feeling a tiny bit sensitive. And then we are simply going to switch over our sides. If you practiced lunge, low lunge instead of Supta Veerasana, go ahead and do that on the other side. If you chose Supta Veerasana, then just bend the right knee into Veerasana, extend your left leg, lengthen your tailbone as you lie back over your pillows. Once you are settled, let your shoulders release down, soften away from the ears. Your hips sinking down, your belly free. The entire front body opening. You can keep your arms extended beside your ears, or if you want to, you can also settle them over your belly. Just connecting to your belly, to your breath. We continue to breathe into the belly, breathe into the ribs. Breathing diaphragmatically. Our breath is the most healing mechanism we have in our body. Your diaphragmatic breath, your deep breaths will help with inflammation, will help with pain, will help with soothing you, will help with anxiety and your mood swings. Your breath will always tell your body that things are all right. Beautiful. Let's start rolling over towards the left side and coming up into a sitting position. Extend your right leg straight forward. Shake the knee out if needed. From here, we'll move towards our next asana, Janushi Shasana. One leg seated forward fold. Sit upright, extend your right leg straight forward. Your left leg bent, sole of your left foot against your right inner thigh. Here I would suggest you to use the support of the props, especially if forward folds is not something that you feel comfortable in usually. So set your pillows over your extended leg. Keep them close towards your hip and your belly. And then just let yourself fold over, wrap over the pillows, over your leg. You can reach your arms out towards your foot, or you can just rest them on either side of the leg. Once you find the position that feels comfortable for you, where you feel this nice sweet stretch at the back of your legs, but you can also breathe easy. Let yourself completely release into the posture. Today we are not looking for the deepest stretches. Today we want to rest. Our body is already doing so much work. Periods are a lot of work. So the movement we are doing on our mat is not to add on the work. It is to help our body feel cared for. It is to provide support. It is to rest and breathe. Good. Let's come back up out of the posture, and we are simply going to switch our sides. Extending the left leg straight forward, right leg bent into your half butterfly, foot against your inner thigh. Set your pillows over your extended leg and fold over your leg. It doesn't matter if your spine is rounding right now. You're letting yourself release over the pillows. Too often we tend to think of our periods as an inconvenience, something that limits us, something that hurts, something that puts a damper on everything. But isn't it amazing that our bodies are designed in a way that we have this period to rest every month, that nature has set aside this period for us to just retreat, slow down, rest, to calm our nervous system, to tune in and reset not just the menstrual cycle, but our lives, and to take the time to connect to our inner self. Good. Let's start moving out of this posture, moving towards our next one. Samakonasana, seated wide leg forward fold. Straighten both your legs forward and open them as wide as you can do comfortably right now. Then, as you move forward, let's use the pillows for the support. Stack as many pillows as you need, and if pillows are not enough, you can use a chair, a sofa, your bed, whatever is available to you to have more height to support your fold. Lengthen your spine, move your butt out from under you, and then fold forward to the point where it feels okay. You're feeling a nice stretch at the back of your legs, in your inner thighs, maybe around your groin area, but it is not an intense stretch. It's a sweet stretch. And then soften your toes, soften your buttocks. Breathe into any spaces you're feeling tension, you're feeling tightness. Let yourself sink into your pillows. You don't need to hold yourself tight. You can just let go. Inhaling. And as you exhale, release completely. You can even add a nice sigh to that. Inhale. Do it as many times as needed. Let yourself release with your sighs. See how it feels if you breathe into your pelvis. Good. Let's start coming back up out of the posture. Put your pillows out to the side. Use your hands to bring your legs closer together again. And from there, we're going to lie down on our back. Let yourself be comfortable and then bring your knees closer towards your chest. Maybe roll side to side a few times, just massaging the lower back. And then extend your arms out to the sides and drop both your knees towards the right side. It's okay if your knees are not coming completely to the ground. You can just let your feet rest. You can also use your right hand to bring the knees a little closer. But make sure that your left shoulder does not leave the floor. Continue breathing fully, breathing deeply. We're not trying to force our breath deeper or longer than it wants to be. We're just keeping ourselves soft and open to let the breath move as it wants to. Good. Start lifting your knees back up to the center towards your chest and then drop them towards your left side. Again, if the knees are not coming down, you can just rest your feet down or maybe even put a pillow under the knees. Make sure your right shoulder doesn't leave the ground and come back to your breath. Good. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you that you took the time to care for your body. Now, bring your knees back to center and find a comfortable position for your Shavasana. Letting your feet fall open, your arms beside your body, palms facing upwards, your shoulders, your hips, your spine, everything settled, connected to the floor. Let each breath help you connect deeper with the earth. Breathing in the energy, the love of the earth. Breathing out your tension, your aches, your pains. Stay here for as long as you wish to. I leave you here for today. Take care. I'll see you next time.